Hello and welcome to Matt's Rocks. Today I'm going to be doing this piece of petrified wood I got from New Mexico. It's one of the last pieces of the ones I cut. I've got a couple more here that I want to do the flat sides on the flat lap, but I'm going to have to wait till I get some new discs for it. And I got this piece here that I want to work also on this machine, on my cabin machine, but it's a little bit too big for today. I don't have as much time as I wanted, and so I'm going to have to hold off on that for a little bit. Got too late of a start today, but I'll start on the 80 grit and we'll go from there. Let me set you up where you can see what I'm doing. And it saves my wheel here a little bit more. My impatience kind of shot me in the foot in the long run. I pretty much wore out 2 sets of wheels for this, except for the 2 metal wheels. I only got 2 of those, but I got 2 of each of these. 2 of them were Nova wheels. Or one set was Nova wheels of all 4 of these. The other set was resin wheels. I wanted to see the difference between the 2. And I wished I'd been able to afford an 8-inch caber because it's wider. We've got wider wheels on it. I knew that's what I wanted, but I knew I couldn't afford that either. Not with just starting out. This is the first machine like this. I went through 1, 2, 3 different flat laps. I don't really care for the flat laps as much as I do these. They're just harder for me to use because everything's going down and you can't see the back side of your stone when you're working it. Can't really see where your stone's touching the wheel, where you can with this one a little bit. Not quite as much as I'd like, but that's what happens when you got to use the wheel to drive your stone. You got to have it to something a bit. You got to have it against there sometime or another. And when it's against it, you can't see what you're actually against, but this one, it's a 90-degree hold this way, where the other one, it was a 90-degree hold this way, and it was harder to hold it down too. Yeah, I was just getting too impatient and holding the stone too hard against the wheels. Same with my flat lap, if I did the same thing on those. I had no idea how long they were supposed to last. But I know what I got them to last, and it's making me very happy because I'm going to have to buy all new ones, and they're not cheap. I'm going to have to buy new flat laps for laps for my 10-inch flat lap, and this, new wheels for this. I can still get by with the metal. I can still get by with these wheels for a little while, but it's going to take me longer to get stuff done than it would be if I was doing it right. This one's going to be a pretty thick cab, as you can tell. It's just the end, and if I'd have cut it more, I wouldn't have had enough left on this end to really work with. I thought I was leveling it out, but I wasn't. Actually, this was the first cut off of it too, I think. And I tried going two different directions on them. I think this was one of the ones. I'm not sure. I've done cut three of these, four of these, and two of them were I had to cut them across this way because they weren't all that thick to begin with. This one was only like this wide, so I only got like, well, no, this one was about this long. This was the end of, I think this is the end of this one. Maybe not, maybe it was the end of this one. No, that's what I'm saying. Nope, that's different rock. This is a third different rock. And this is just the last piece I had left on it. Well, no, I'll take that back. I've still got some in my slab box that I haven't messed with yet because they're fractured up pretty bad. Plus there's a crystal bud going all the way through the center. And the fractures all lead to it. Slurry was backing up on my rock. I had it water turned down too low. It was just piling up. I did get to start my YouTube channel. I haven't posted anything to it yet. I've still got to make a banner. And I did pay for my video editing software also, so that I can it's already got all the programming that I need to upload to YouTube in it, and several other media sources that I can upload to also. I don't know that I will yet, because I don't know what they all are. I've not watched any of them. I've always watched his YouTube. And I think instead of putting the old ones on first, because I've already done the intros and outros to the old ones, and I don't know what I did with the rocks. I don't know if I still got all of the cabs that I made that I was gonna, or that the videos pertain to. Because I've given some away. I've sold probably, I don't know, $15 worth. 4 or 5 cabs is about all it was. Little ones. Then we got the rock show or the Gem and Mineral show in Marion, down by where I live. Basically, it was to get people to know who I was. They were locals. And the first locals I'd seen that I was able to talk to, you know, because the first one I went to, I didn't really talk to anybody because I just didn't have I hadn't actually started anything decent yet. And I had a few cabs made, but they were still fairly rudimentary, and I hadn't done any jewelry out of any of it. I haven't made any jewelry other than a few cheap things that I'd bought for preformed cabs. Standard preform cab, and plus I was more interested in trying to find something I could use to make decent cabs out of, because all the ones I had made were out of, I would say, even less semi-precious than agate and jasper and all that. There was some agate and jasper, but it was just not that great of, it was the Illinois stuff, and Illinois, and southern Illinois anyway, most of it's quartzy. The jasper's not quite completely formed on some of it. I had some pet wood that I'd done that was replaced with sandstone, and I was able to get a little bit of polish on it, but not enough to make it worth much, anything. So I think I'd give those away just for somebody that likes pet wood. I think my cousin was making, my cousin in Arizona, she was making rings out of spoons, silver spoons, and I did a couple, because I only did like 2, I think, and they were small cabochons for about a ring size, and they were shaped different. One was round, one was oval, so I couldn't have made any earrings out of them unless you wanted to make just a single earring for a guy to wear or something. There wouldn't have been any matching set involved because there wasn't enough good wood involved in it, period, to make up for it. Enough good wood that it's polished. But anyway, I still want to do, I don't think I'm going to get too much traction on any of my older videos because I didn't have any way to add anything to them. I was able to speed them up and enhance volume when I needed to and decrease volume when I needed to, like when I was running the wheel. And I fast forwarded in between the time I was talking, and every time I did say something, I'd stop the video and slow it down and edit it that way, edit it where it was slower where you could hear what I was saying, and then speed it back up again afterwards. It took a while to do. I don't mind doing that, but they still ended up fairly long. Now I do have hyperlapse on this camera, but my problem is when I'm doing it, I can't shut up, and I don't want, I could cut out all of the, and I probably will, I just haven't messed with YouTube yet on the download or on the uploading part, so I'm not sure how all that works yet. And I want to make the add canned music something that I don't have to worry about getting the rights for, you know, that type of stuff. I can put music over the hyperlapse part and just delete all of the regular volume, which would have the grinder noise or the saw noise and all that. And I want to do more rock hounding videos. I haven't done any yet. I've tried. The few places around here that I've gone to do rock hounding videos, I only found 2 or 3 rocks. So it's like, and they weren't, you know, nothing to write home about, so it was kind of a waste of time. Plus I had so much going on in between too, and not being used to doing it quite as good, because when I first started messing with cameras for videoing, I was using a GoPro that you couldn't get any volume out of, or couldn't get any audio out of anyway, because it was in a case. I had a 10-hour battery that went on the back of it, on the back of the waterproof case. And with that waterproof case, it's not allowing any of the noise or any of the audio to go through the case. And I was just setting it up. I was using it when I was fishing. I was bass fishing, and I would use it to film my bass fishing, or to video my bass fishing. And then I went through and edited it out where I caught a fish, you know, and put all the catches in one edit rather than having all the traveling in between and all that stuff. Anything that come to mind in between, like eagles and hawks and that type of stuff, or anything that I thought I needed to put on there, I would put in there. But it was more just for me than anything, because none of it had any audio to it. It was just video, just straight video. So I never did anything with it, and I've since deleted most of it, except for some of the ones that I already edited. I may still have a lot of it left, but I just had so much in there that, and when I started doing this, I knew I needed more room, so I bought me another external hard drive so that I could put it on there. The external hard drive got bigger also, because the first one I had was like 3 terabytes, no, I think the first one I got was 1 terabyte. The one I got now is 5 terabytes, I think, for the rock videos. And I'm thinking it might be close to getting full. I don't know. I've got quite a bit of video that I haven't edited yet. The files will get smaller once I've edited them, but the stuff that I edited, I thought I'd lost because I hadn't bought the software. I was just using the free version of it, and I couldn't get any support out of them for the free version. They didn't offer support on the free version, and I ended up just, plus two, I couldn't save it to anything but the program. That it had to stay in that program, or the program files for the program. I couldn't just put it on an external hard drive, and I could, but then I couldn't play it again. I think I can now, I don't know, I'll have to check. Although I did try to save it, some of the ones that because I went back through after I bought the software, and it allowed me to store it, but when I tried to store it to the computer, it said that it wasn't going to work. So I don't know. And I think I've changed it back, but I'm not sure. I got to check that next time I get on it. I haven't been on it for a little while, just because I'm still trying to figure out some things that I need to put on my YouTube channel. I just set it up. I haven't really done anything to it other than when it asks for a brief description to put on your homepage for the channel on what you do. I couldn't think of anything at the time to say, and I need to do it in a script version, I think, so that I remember what all I'm trying to say, because it's going to have to be a fairly long little. Well, I only got 1,500 characters, I think, maybe something like that. I'm not sure, but I need to figure out something that I can put in there to get my point across on what I'm trying to do with the channel. So what I want to do is teach everybody how to do this, because I just had to learn on my own, basically, and I'm still learning. And I'm still not 100%. I'm still not as good as a lot of people that I watch, especially as far as making jewelry. I'd like to do some silversmithing, but that's going to cost me some more money. And wanting to go out and do the rock hounding, because I have to travel. I bought a camper trailer, and I let my brother in Florida talk me into getting one big enough so he could go with me. Well, I shouldn't say I let him. He mentioned it, and I said okay. But at the time, I was just thinking of going to Montana, and I would have to go south to get him, and then come back north. And that was the first thing that came out of my mouth, is I don't want to have to drive down here to pick you up and then drive back north. Drive down here for 8 hours. It'd take 6 hours or 8 hours, I think, to drive down there to Louisiana from here. And then I'd have to drive back north and west and be even north of where I'm at now as far as across the state, or where I'm at in the state, because I live in Illinois, he lives in Louisiana. So I'd have to come back north again, so I'd be backtracking. And he mentioned, well, I think he could meet me here, and then we can go from here. But I changed up and decided we'd go to Arizona and southern Utah, New Mexico and southern Utah, and I was a few places in Texas. Didn't have too many places in Texas that I wanted to go. I didn't want to get anywhere near the southern border. It's just all the migrant stuff going on down there. And that turned out to be a kind of a dud, which is the story of my life, usually. But Murphy's Law is one of my main backfires in life. Murphy's Law affects me more than it seems like anybody else. Because it was just a nightmare of a trip. I mean, I did get some rocks. Before I got this petrified wood I did buy some rocks, but I wasn't able to hunt very many. Places I had listed in New Mexico around Albuquerque. I was going to stop in Albuquerque and then go to the petrified forest in New Mexico and go not on it but around it on BLM land where I could hunt for rocks without having to worry about breaking the law. In the petrified forest, because it's a national reserve park, you can't collect rocks on it. But I did get some obsidian too, some mahogany obsidian. Just got one piece of it because I don't really care for obsidian all that much. It's a little too soft for me. And this stuff here was more brown than black anyway, which wasn't that big of a deal. It's obsidian mahogany, mahogany obsidian, so it's supposed to be brownish. I did like the pattern that made the brown, because it wasn't just a brown, it was like it had wood grain in it. That's why they called it mahogany obsidian, because it did look like petrified wood. And that's the only reason why I bought it. And it didn't have a whole lot of anything else there that I really wanted. They had a bunch of quartz, and I'm not too fond of quartz anyway. Not many rock hounders are. If they're making jewelry out of it, unless it's crystal quartz, large crystal, natural crystal. Quartzite, not a whole lot you can do with it. You can make stuff out of it, but it's still not all that sought after. And I don't think I want to get into any faceting of any kind. So that's another reason why I don't really want to do any crystallized quartz. And I did get a piece from my cousin, or my aunt, one of the two. This is part of it. The other part was more clear than this, and bigger crystal formations. And I made something out of it, but I haven't done anything with this one yet. I'm not sure how good it's going to hold up or how good it's going to come out. Because if you see the white on the fractures, usually when you see all that white around there, that means there's air in between. Because if it's just two cleavage planes together, you're not going to see a bunch of white in it. I'm assuming. At least that was the way I could tell with the way this one looked, the way it was working out when I cut it, because you could see that it was a lot better. I'm not even sure if I still got it. I'm going to have to go through my stuff, look to see what I got. One of these days I may get a nesting store or something, or do live. I don't know if I want to do live sales or not. I'm not in an area that I've got good internet. Matter of fact, with the geomagnetic storms that are going on now and solar wind, I don't have any internet today. I haven't had any for 2 days. Well, I take that back. If I want to look on the internet, I don't have any. But if I want to watch YouTube, I can watch YouTube all I want. I don't know how that makes any sense. I can't even do my banking. I want to go to my banking site, and there's no internet, but yet I can watch YouTube all day long, and they're not buffering a lot and all that. And I've got 2 different. I can do a hotspot with my phone and use Verizon internet, paying for unlimited data. Although I didn't realize it was only 30 gigabytes of, I think it's 30 gigabytes, is all you're allowed when you're when you're using a hotspot. And it's like, well, that don't make any sense. I told them I wanted unlimited mobile hotspot. So basically, I could still do the hotspot even after I've done all that, but the upload and download speeds aren't the same. I don't know about the upload, but because I've never uploaded anything, but I know the download speeds are different. I was hoping to keep this over here, but I might not be able to because of this fracture. It just stays there basically. And it chips out on either side of it, so I think what I'll do is just take it off. I'm not anywhere down where I'm rounded on that edge anyway, so. But I'm trying to round both faces enough where I can still work it on here in all directions. I like to change directions when I'm working. The only way you can tell whether you've got new scratches or old scratches that you're dealing with. You change the direction of the scratches, and then you know you've changed what you've gotten the other ones out. This fracture just goes kind of straight across. I think the other side of it's right here. So basically, I was hoping I could keep that because that's like the inner bark area of the wood. Had a lighter brown color to it. And I like to keep as many different colors as I can. Otherwise, why mess with rainbow petrified wood? I think this is the same stuff I would have been able to get near the rainbow sites in Arizona, because this is just right north of Arizona, north of the Arizona border, and I think the geological history of that area and the northern Arizona area are all just alike, so that's why you've got the redder colored petrified wood and the yellows and browns, all the different colors, and black and white, pink. said chip. It might go deeper than I thought it did. Another line right there. It's starting to chip out a little bit going this direction. See the chip right there on that edge, top edge. Looks like it's about ready to chip out, and it's going to be just that edge. But then that other line is on the other side. Up here, along the top, and then there's a small piece, small section that comes up right there, and it's chipping out on the other side of the fracture, which is what this other side was doing. There's a fracture that comes down this way, so that might just be a chip right there. We'll find out. I got to get it off of there anyway, no matter what. Another chunk come off. That corner right there. See, I still got that fracture left. Trying to get out of there. And got another little chip on this side. that chunk come off finally. Come off in 2 pieces. Still got all of it though. Good, I'm getting away from my chip on this side, on this face. Figure out where that green came from. It's dopping wax. You couldn't see it, but I could. Okay, that got my chip the rest of the way off there, but now I got to round that all off again. Of course, I didn't have it completely rounded off before anyway, so. pretty soft is the reason why I'm saying that. I may have to lose all that inner bark. I may have to step back a wheel to get it all off of there, I don't know. Soft as it is, I shouldn't, but I may have to reshape more of my rock. I may have to take off quite a bit in order to get it reshaped properly. I don't know, we'll see. Feel the difference between the softer and the harder stuff. Feel it opening up bugs in that inner bark. What I thought was the difference between the harder part and the softer part was opening up bugs. Feels a lot smoother. That part seems to be soaking up a lot of water, so it's really soft on the darker areas. Stand up for a minute. Let's get sore. That didn't dry very good. Just drug water from the side edge of the stone all the way down the front. Okay, I'm going to switch wheels anyway. I think those are, I just keep changing the directions up, so those are all 280 grit scratches. Dark spot on the edge made me think I'd opened up a fracture. Chipped out a fracture, either or. Bunch of grooves in between that outer bark or inner bark. Just like scratches. Not actually scratches, but I figured I'd go the other direction, see if I could smooth them down a little bit where they didn't look as wide. That gets harder than heck. That looks better. Still looks like it's got scratches going across sideways, but that's the layer inclusion fibers from the wood as they were replaced. They kept the retention in their shape. They were just replaced by jasper and agate rather than, or instead of the wood. Okay, now let's see which side I did there on the face. That side was done. Almost done. I saw something on there. I didn't turn it. I should have turned it. Saw some dull spots on there that shouldn't have been there. There's some places that I could have fixed, in other words. Okay, and my chips and fractures no longer have all that cloudy rock dust in them. I don't think I will take this to the next wheel, or to the aluminum oxide. I don't think I really need to. Yeah, you can see the cloudy stuff right in here going across like this. and it goes up into this up here, or goes up into the upper part up in here too. So like right across through there is where that cloudy spot's at, and you can see where it looks like scratches in there. Let's see if I can get the light reflect in the right direction. There we go. You can see at least I think you can see. I won't be able to tell till I edit, but you can see the cloudy area, and you can see where it looks like scratches in it, but it's not scratches. It's the. You can also see that the fiber kind of goes upwards in there. And then this side's got the same thing going on. But I think it's got enough shine on it. So that's another one in the books. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Good, bad, ugly, doesn't matter to me. I'll read them and try to get back to you if you leave an email, or I'll get back to you through YouTube. Either way, we'll have my email posted there in case you got any tips or anything like that. I'll always take tips on what I'm doing wrong and what I need to be doing right. And hopefully I'll have some of these done in a week or so. Should have at least a couple uploaded. I don't know. I'm not going to start till tomorrow. I'll go through tonight and see if I can't find a way to figure out how to do the music thing. And I may have to re-edit some of this stuff that I've found that I had mentioned before on one of the other videos, that I'd lost everything I edited when I had my when I first got the editing program and was using the free version of it. They wouldn't link back to the original footage, even though the hard drive was plugged in that I had it on. But once I bought the software, I was able to link everything back up and get everything back, which was just a big relief, because I had probably 20 some odd videos. I haven't counted them yet, but I will today when I get through. And that's just what I had edited, and I hadn't got through a third of what I got on there. Not even that much, probably a quarter or less. Maybe even an eighth. I don't know. I know there's a lot of videos on there, and a lot of it I might put together into smaller, shorter ones where I'm showing 2 or 3 cabs per video, and just going through and fast forwarding all of the work with the cabbing machine and all that, and try to shorten them up. I don't know what YouTube allows as far as uploads, how long the videos, whether they've got a limit on the videos, on how long the videos can be when you upload them. Because I've seen some 2-hour videos in there and 1-hour videos. Evidently, I guess they judge that on how much of that content is being watched by other viewers. Of that type of content is being watched by other viewers. I don't know yet, but it's something I'll just have to figure it out. As long as I can remember it once I figure it out. Well, thanks for watching. Please have a good day. Be safe, and stay tuned for the next one. I appreciate all my viewers. If I haven't got any yet, but when I get them, I'll appreciate them. You can believe that. So have a good day, and see you later. Well, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Matt's Rocks, and please like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment. Good, bad, ugly, it doesn't matter to me. Any comments I consider criticism, and criticism is good and constructive most of the time. If it's not, you just ignore it, or learn not to do what you're being criticized for. But and I also take any tips you can give me on what I'm doing wrong, what I might be doing right. it's it's a learning process, and I'm still learning. So thank you, and have a good day.